Well, this year was no different. You know about cause and effect? Josh the firefighter. It's like almost perfect resemblance. And then you have your wall of cases.
I'm sorry. Do you find yourself having weak and flimsy hands?
It breaks easily.
So this outer cup right here,
they're actually the same brand.
All the cutter clubs obviously have a cutters. I mean, used to be real flat cutter one where you guys really got fancy.
Guys, I think we got the wrong intro there, as you see. I'm pretty sure I meant to put Sally in there. Or did I? Because as you can see, Grandpa is... Wrong way. Grandpa is joining us live to Golf Hacker. In fact, he's on location. He's right over there. So that's real exciting for all you folks. We have another special guest. And we're not on schedule to, because he was coming out. Anyway. So let's start off with the news. Sadly, there's no video, so I have to get used to that. And if you guys, right before we start the news, if you guys want to chat, there's a chat box. If you're on desktop, it's this way. And if you're on mobile, it's under here. You might have to hit the live chat button if you're on mobile. Without further ado, let's go off with the news. So first thing for the news, we have a halftime show. So we just filmed Bo's basketball game. By the way, I shouldn't say who won, but
we did.
Okay, Bo won. I mean, it's kind of obvious once you watch a game. But anyway, we did a halftime show. You have to watch the halftime show when it comes out. Probably coming out Monday, Tuesday. It says video unavailable. We're getting a video unavailable link. Just click the link. I'll have to fix some recommendations. You should watch the halftime show. And then, let's see what else we have. We have Bo. So, Bo, can you please explain this for us?
Well, sorry, I didn't know what the photo was at first.
Take your time.
Okay. I didn't know what the photo was at first. Okay. So, at this park in Columbia, not too far away from my house. I mean, like, you have to go in 70 hours, like 30 minutes maybe, around that kind of area of time to get to that park. So, when we go to that park, we meet friends. So then Bro meets with Jojo, and I meet with Anna, okay? And then their mom meets with our mom, okay? So me and Anna were just playing soccer, like nothing. And then we decided to chase Jojo and Bro through the woods because that's where they hang out. So we're running, and we come across this little stream. And on each side of the stream, there's like mud. There's like water, of course, in the stream, and then there's like mud. And so I did whatever a reasonable human would do. I jumped. Well, I landed just like 2 inches too short. My shoe went off of my foot and started sinking into the mud. Okay, so I had to grab it, and it took some effort, but I got it because it was like sinking. I got it. And when I pulled it up, it made like the best gurgling sound ever. Okay, but yeah. So my shoe was all muddy, and I had white socks, and then they were all muddy. But so then Anna gave me a piggyback ride to a river so I could wash the shoe and my leg. And so we went to the river, and then Jojo and Bro found this plank of wood. And so I sat on a plank of wood while Anna washed my shoe and I washed my leg. And the shoe is it's not muddy anymore. We got it out clean.
Okay, that was very interesting. Apparently, there was a little issue with the website. For whatever reason, right when I hit go live, YouTube disables embedding, which is how I get on the blog post, which is how I get an email. So I include the link this time. But so I think Grandma should now be able to watch the podcast live. Next up, we have the gas prices. As you can see, they've been getting really high lately. You guys don't even see me when I pointed. But basically, these lines are rough, as you can see, rough drawings. this first line on the right line should be over to the right just a little bit, and the line on the left, the red line on the left, should be over to the left a little bit. Now that is when Trump was president. Wouldn't you know that? And the highest price the gas got in the U.S. average, it looks like, is about $2.95. Okay. And then right when Biden comes president, now note this red line should be over to the right just a little bit. It looks like the prices just go up. As you can see, the highest it looks like is $3.97. And then lastly, we have Wells Cargo. You have Wells Fargo. And then some knockoff company created in 1954 decided to become Wells Cargo. Okay, and now we have stuff, we have the recommendations actually.
Yeah, you almost like skip me. You know, you don't just cut people off like that, right, Golf Hacker? He said that's right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now it's gonna get a little goofy here. You might see like a whole bunch of you. Yeah, you have to allow it.
I did.
Okay. For the recommendations, we have this Echo Dot. It's the 4th generation, and it's an Echo Dot Kids, and it's designed specifically for kids because it has parental controls in it. So how I believe this works is you can get an app on your phone that controls like the Echo. Like you can set like different limits on it and stuff, and so it's like a kid-friendly Echo, and you can put it in your room or your desk, pretty much anywhere. And so on this page there's a Echo Dot Kids, and then there's regular Echo Dots, but we're just focusing on the Echo Dot Kids. So you okay, welcome to I didn't have it. I totally did not drop my mouse. So you can get a tiger one or a panda, but come on, who wants a panda when you get a tiger? They're $60, and there's different things. Like I said, there's different things you can do. It's all kid friendly, and I think that that's a good thing to have, and it can have some entertain kids, and I think this is a good product, and yeah, that's the recommendation. It is a little short because with the basketball practice on Saturday, and all the other things in school and stuff, I didn't really have a lot of time to get a product that I won't recommend. I kind of forgot, so I'm just doing that one product, which gives the Golf Hacker a few more minutes to use. But first, we have some news.
Guys, please remember, I see 3 viewers. I think one of them is Grandma. If you're on desktop, you can chat whenever you want. There's desktop chat over there, mobile chat down there. I want to see if it actually works. You guys might be chatting and I'm just not seeing it, but it doesn't look like that happened. So I'm going to talk about some scams here, it looks like. So I'm going to open up my Evernote here. Let's see, share screen thingy. Let's add this to the stream. Okay, so basically, I can't make it full screen, can I? Ooh, I can make it full screen here. So, never buy a phone on Craigslist, and here's why. First of all, if you buy it on eBay, you have eBay that you're going for. So you send your payment to eBay, and then they send it to you. But on Craigslist, you're basically paying the person directly, so there's no one in the middle. That could be good because there's no fees or anything, because it could be bad because there's a lot of scammers. And we can see, sadly, the moose had to say hi. But that's one thing. Never buy a phone off of Craigslist. There's so many things that could go wrong. And one of these listings, actually I have 2 listings I'm going to show you. One of them couldn't be a little scammy, and the other one, it would be really hard to detect that it's a scam unless you look out for some key red flags there. So first up, we have the iPhone 12 Pro. Now this is the one that's kind of easy to detect. Only one picture. Now it is the correct phone they have listed. Only one picture. Very short description right here. Okay, doesn't tell you much about it. And then that's all fine. It's a little sketchy, but Then you come down here and you have a sofa for sale. You have funeral protection. Are they going to kill you or what? Okay. Do you have a set of speakers? You have something about guitar. They have this whole listing right here. This is for a phone. Why are they listing funeral assistants? Okay, so that's a big red flag there. They're listing funeral assistants. Now this is the one that's kind of hard to take notice here. As you can see, there's multiple pictures, and these are actually decent pictures. You know, I can't. This ad is no longer up on Craigslist. I took a web clip of it, so I can't go into other pictures. But you can see very nice pictures here, and the rest of them are pretty nice. And as you can see, the description, nothing out of the ordinary, unless you pay attention to the small details. First, we're going to go with the text, and then we're going to show you the wrong with the pictures. Okay, so first thing that I want you to notice here is right here it says, with all factory plastic on edges and camera. Okay, so this is a brand new inbox thing. So to try to make you think that, they say factory plastic. Here's the thing. There is no factory plastic. The only thing that comes on the phone when it's new is this, I don't even know if it's plastic. I have it. It's a white sheet of paper. I'm going to show you on here that covers the screen, like a white sheet of paper that goes from here to here. It covers your screen that you have to peel off. That's it. So when they're talking about plastic, you know something is wrong here. Then they say screen protector included. If this is a brand new phone, why is there a screen protector on it? Okay, that's sketchy, first of all. And then you have this picture. Now, I can't zoom in, can I? No, I cannot. So this picture, now, this is also something weird. So the phone itself, as you can see, it already has the screen protector on it. How is it new? Take a look at the screen itself. As you can see, right at the bottom down here, it's probably going to be hard to see, so I'm going to make it full screen for you guys. Still kind of hard. Right down here, there's a big chunky black bezel here. Now, all phones have bezels. You know, the black part between the screen and the frame, although some are smaller than others. But look at how big this is. This is an OLED display with flat edges. It does not have that big of a bezel. I actually have a similar phone to it right here. This is just a smaller version. It's not also the non-Pro with this, but it literally has the same screen almost. There's barely anything down here. Let me put mine up. So you guys can see, there's the screen, there's the end of screen, there's like the reflection. But you can see it's not that chunky as it is over here. Okay, and then another thing that makes me concerned is that the selfie camera. Now, this might be hard for you guys to see on the viewer unless you have a big screen. The selfie camera is centered, okay? So, but on my phone, now note I have like the same phone except the non-Pro, but it has the same layout, okay? My selfie camera, as you guys can see right there, is all the way right there, not right there, okay? Not in the center at all. So this phone right here has a replaced screen because it's a cheap screen that has the chunky bezel and that little camera thingy that's out of place. So this is one that should be easy to detect if you're aware of this stuff. Now, it is kind of hard unless you know what you're doing, but I mean, with all that stuff, do you really expect it to be brand new? Okay, now we have stuff from Grandpa, or the golf hacker, as you guys might know. Let me unmute you real quick. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hello, folks. Hey, I'm really glad to be back here, invited back for the second time, so I feel honored. And I know I was the golf hacker the last time, but this time I got a little different topic. You know, I figure you heard enough about golf. What I thought I'd do is tell you a little bit about a hobby I had when I was a kid. I started when I was about 11, and I was actively doing it until I was about 16, and that is collecting coins. I really got interested in it. You know, I found out like the United States had three primary mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, where they minted all their coins. They actually did some like in New Orleans for a little bit, some silver dollars. But what I would do when I was a kid, I would get on my bicycle and I'd have about $20 in coins, all in wrappers. You know, that you can wrap 50-cent wrappers of pennies and $2 of nickels, $5 of dimes, $10 of quarters, and $10 of halves. But what I would do is go to the bank with those coins, exchange them and take them home and hurry up and go through them all. And if there was something I wanted, I'd keep it for my collection. Because something I'll bet Matthew and Allison don't know, that is in 1964, the U.S. government used to, prior that 64 and prior, they used to mint quarters, half dollars, and dimes and silver dollars with a lot of real silver content in them. But because the price of silver got so high that it didn't make sense to keep doing that, so they went to this clad. But what I do is I collected a lot of the silver ones. But what I thought I'd do is show you a few coins and what old coins used to look like. So a lot of you recognize this. I don't know how good this camera's showing up, but it's a Lincoln penny, President Lincoln's head on it. And maybe you can't see it, but there's a little date over here. And underneath the date in the middle of it is where it would identify the mint. If it has a little P or it's blank, that meant Philadelphia. If it had a D, that meant that penny was made in Denver. An S, it meant it was made in San Francisco. And the Lincoln pennies first came out in 1909. And prior to that, pennies used to look, they had an Indian head. And here's one, I don't know how well that's coming out, but this is one from 1888, what the penny looks like. This picture of an Indian head on it. And there's the back. I guess not really coming out very clear, but I wanted to show you that. And if you really go back in time, here's a penny from 1856. Now, you can't tell from the camera, but this penny is larger than the size of a quarter. Now, back in 1856, a penny went a long way. You can really get a lot for your penny's worth. And you may not know this, at one time the U.S. used to mint 2-cent pieces. And this is what a 2-cent coin looks like. It was from 1864. And that's a 2-cent piece. And nickels, as you know, the nickel today looks like this. Thomas Jefferson's picture is on it. And you can't see the mint mark, but there would be a little mint mark just to the left of where the date is. But before the Jefferson nickel, there used to be, they called them buffalo head nickels because there was an Indian on the front. This is from 1920. And on the back, they had a buffalo. Kind of cool. And before the buffalo nickels, they had Liberty nickels. Now, this one's from 1899. You can see what those look like. And dimes right now. So here's what the current dime looks like. President Roosevelt's head on it. And the mint mark would also be right by the date. But now, before that, the dimes used to be, they called them Mercury head dimes. And there's a picture head of a Mercury, and then on the back, that's what the backs looked like. So I thought you might be interested in seeing that. Then the quarters with George Washington on it. Okay, so that's what a quarter looks like now. Everybody recognizes those. And one thing the United States Mint has done recently now is on the back of quarters, they put logos of different states. So here's one here with, let me see, I think this one's one's got Vermont on it. There's one with Texas on it. And anyways, I'm not going to go through them all. But old quarters prior to that, you go back a long time ago. Before I go to the quarters, let me go to the $half. The current $half has President Kennedy's head on it. Prior to that, they had President Eisenhower's. And prior to that, go back into the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, it was a standing Liberty. And they looked like that. This one's from 1944. And if you go way back, so here's one from 1854. This is what they look like. That's Lady Liberty sitting down. So it's 1854. I thought it was cool to see all these old coins. And on silver dollars, here's one from 1889. You can see again they had Liberty statue or Liberty's head on it. And on the back, it had an eagle. So I thought those were pretty cool to have. Then here's a set. They called these barber head. And this is a whole set of, you can see here's the $half over here. And these are from the year, well, that one's 1912. The quarter is from like 1897. So that's the $half, the quarter. Here's the dime here. The nickel was you can see that nickel there. Not real good. Then there's the penny, another Indian head penny. So So that was what the coins looked like. And, I also have a collection with some foreign coins. I didn't bring any of those with me because I didn't have time to pull them all together. But I also have something for Matthew and Allison. And they're coming up here behind me being bad. But here's an envelope. And you can see there's numbers below each of them. Allison's has 1923, 1925. Matthews has 1922, what is that? 22 and 1926. So if they can guess what's in here, they can have these.
Coin.
What kind of coin
A
do you think?
thing.
What kind of coin do you think?
Holy, I can't pick this up by myself.
Okay, a quarter.
What's the significance of those numbers on there, do you think?
Oh, I wanna see.
dates.
The
Huh?
dates.
The dates. That's right.
Billy, why
So, why don't you go ahead, open them up and show
on our cameras?
on your camera what's in there.
Well, look at the bed later. Look at that behind us.
Who cares if we're going a little over time?
I did mine.
Okay, let me turn my camera on. Turn grandpa's down a bit. First I'll open mine. I'm open my big screen. Okay. There's a random air mattress where grandpa is. If you guys can see. I don't even know how to open the door. Am I literally hearing myself open an envelope? Or is that you opening the envelope?
Just open it. You could tear it open.
I'm opening mine.
So as you guys can see, there's a yellow card in here. That's basically all I got. And I have no idea what these are.
Okay, so if you hold them up to the screen, those are real silver dollars. You can feel the how heavy they are. That's because it contains a lot of silver in them. And those are all pretty valuable. They're worth anywhere from like $25 to $28 a piece. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give those to you. It's a special gift to you. And I'd like you to just keep those, and that's something you can always remember Grandpa by. Something from his
Okay.
coin collection.
Wait,
Show them yours, Allie.
my turn. So this is mine. It says Allison on it, even though my name's Tiger.
And those numbers are the dates of those coins. So you can see they're almost 100 years old, all of them. Well, you're older, so when Allison's your age, hers will be 100 years old.
I'm having some difficulties. Wait, I got it. Wait, bro, I got it.
There's a random air mattress where grandpa is going.
Bro, I got it.
There's a random air mattress where grandpa is down there that we were carrying.
So we have a blank sheet of paper, and inside we have 2 coins, big coins.
Okay, so those are silver dollars, Allie.
The dates are 1923 and 1925.
Yes.
Okay, we should probably wrap things up. We're at 23 minutes, and that's like the second longest we've ever had. So I'm gonna wrap things up with this. Let me put us regular. Okay. When I was having to fill these up, we have to put that back when the show's done. Someone's unmuted, and I have a feeling it's Grandpa. Bo, you're also unmuted. So we were just carrying this around with Grandpa, and then we got distracted. So we'll fix that after the podcast, so now Grandpa can sleep down here. And if you guys, I was pumping them up earlier, and what was I doing? I was pumping them up earlier. Oh yeah, I was pumping them up earlier, and they weren't filling up. They were filling up like, I don't know, just a little bit, and then I realized that the thing to let them go whoosh was open. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go to our final words.
Okay, so for my final words, so thank you, Golf Hacker, for doing the podcast with us, and thank you for giving us the what are they called? Silver dollars.
Yeah, same.
Okay, and thanks the Moose for commenting, and we won the basketball game. We have a playoff game. Well, that was a playoff game, and then we have I'll talk about that next time. So yeah, Golf Hacker. Now your turn to do final words.
Okay, so today I was really not the golf hacker today. Today I was the coin collector. And so I hope Matthew and Allison like those silver dollars. And if they're ever interested in seeing a whole lot of other old coins and collections, I can show them sometime when they come to my house. That's all I have.
Okay,
folks.
guys, thank you for watching the podcast. And if you are interested in becoming a special guest of the show, like Grandpa was today, email slowmoprospodcast@gmail.com, or you can reply to the post. If you're subscribed, you can reply directly to that post, and I will be notified of it. So hopefully I pushed the right buttons to do the outro. So I guess we'll see you next show. Was quite a long show, 25 minutes, not that long.
Bye.
With that, we're going to end the show. So first I'm going to put my music on for you guys. That's our show.